Hey y'all, it's Sheila back again. I am with Mandy and G at Seek Heavenly Things and Guillermo de la Parra 303. I am going to be reading part 8 that Jesus is sharing with us today through Mandy, his main scribe. And I confess that Jesus came in the flesh, bled, and died on the cross and rose on the third day. All sins covered, past, present, and future. Okay. All right, so this is for 5/4/2026, the pre-introductory phase, second phase, and again, part 8. God's physical calendar is 13/15. God's spiritual calendar is 6/15. And God's true Gregorian is 11/18. This message was originally started on 6/7/2025, with more parts added on 5/3 and 5/4/2026. And so this is Jesus speaking, and again, take all of this to Jesus, and test your spirits. Who you hearing from? Does he confess he came in the flesh, bled, and died on the cross, and rose on the third day? 1 John 4:1-4. Because the enemy will never say that Jesus came in the flesh. You will never hear the enemy say that. All right, anyway. So I am breaking man's laws, and I am reversing the non-communication of dialogues between my people who have no real chemistry, just a mockery interpretation of a false sense of energy that does not resonate with the highest level of frequency of intimacy with your Father. I will be transferring the energy of heaven to meet the true alignment with the Father, and I am bringing it back to earth. Because the fleshly marriage is designed by man, it does not have that heaven spark of the spiritual connection that is needed in their fleshly marriages, because it was never designed for the flesh. It was made for the spirit, for that spiritual connection, which is what my kingdom marriages are all about. Those kingdom marriages are the marriages that are only in heaven, but there is a detailed explanation in my word that they have taken out, showing you the difference of kingdom marriages versus fleshly marriages. So the scripture pertaining to no marriages in heaven has nothing to do with my kingdom partners in kingdom marriages, only the fleshly marriages who were not forever ordained by God. But everything I am teaching you now about soulmates and my original design of my soulmate formula, it has to do with my kingdom marriages, my original design for my people, and it was taken out of my word. Now my people are stuck in a fleshly marriage designed by man, in a loveless marriage that are bored to death and going through the motions of less passion, with no cosmo energy of pulling the stars through the alignment of the planets. And that is because it was not my original design. My original design was my soulmates through my soulmate formula, and it was made in heaven. There is a big difference between fleshly marriages and kingdom marriages. It was man's design under man's law for the fleshly marriages to continue. But now I am breaking man's laws and bringing back the new, improved heaven to earth to spark and ignite the energy of love. Let me make sure I read that. Okay. Through me, Yeshua HaMashiach, who came in the flesh, bled, and died on the cross, and rose on the third day. And as I bring in my soulmate formula and break the bond of the fleshly marriages, reuniting my people back into the original design that I have for my people, my soulmates, my kingdom marriages, I will restore these loveless marriages by bringing my soulmates into one, united and together. I am bringing it all back to my original design, my soulmate formula, made through my masterpiece of Adam and Eve, to ignite that spark from heaven for my kingdom couples, for all of my soulmates, my Adam and Eve partners. And as I spark the alignment from the heavens, and as it sparks a new fire of energy through igniting the euphoric pleasures of heaven, to bring in that ultimate desire of pleasure, as it fills up your love tank through the ignition of God's love. I am going to wake up my people to my truths, and I am doing this because It will be opening up my people to reach the highest level of frequency with true love for the Father, to bring my people in to reach that high state of vulnerability towards their Father, to bring in that true friendship and everlasting peace without a bond that can never be broken, and a true sensation that will last always and forevermore. So now I am about to tear the walls down of my people so they can open up to me, so I can pour my spirit out on them always and forever. Jesus started singing. Oops, don't mind me. I love singing songs, and I occasionally interrupt my thought process to enlighten you with my true personality, because not only am I unblocking your frequencies from the devil, I am also unblocking your frequencies so you can hear me and recognize my true character. So when I am speaking to my children in these great lengths, uncovering all of these fantastic mysteries, I like to speak like I am acting out characters in my movie that I am directing and producing, and I am making the greatest film alive, The Prodigal Son, A Journey from the Stars. Always and forever. Oops, Jesus started singing again. Don't mind me. Okay, on a serious note, what I am actually doing by showing these different voices and techniques through different characters that I am doing through Mandy is opening your senses of awareness to my actual real personality and character that I show my people when they have reached that high level frequency to connect with me in a personal way. I chose Mandy, who is my chosen vessel for the end times, just like I am going to choose many of you and my 12 when it is time to be main prophets and main vessels. You see, there is a difference between being a main prophet versus a main vessel. A main vessel, I am able to do whatever I want through you. I can literally make you move in certain ways and you can feel all of my energy. I can even make your voice sound differently. I can do that with accents to show my characteristic traits, and I plan on using Mandy for those things to start the end times, as well as my 12, my first fruits, and my elect, so people can truly get to know my personality. So Mandy always feels my presence. Sometimes I shake her because she feels the energy of heaven. She might be reading something and all of a sudden I take over her and you will see an accent come out of her. It's not an actual voice, it's thoughts of the Holy Spirit, because she is my main vessel. I am able to take over her. Children, it's not possession, it's literally just faith. Just childlike faith, letting me come through you and speaking every single thing that I do. And as I use you to display my characteristic traits, it's not demonic possession. It's not schizophrenia. It's not even actual voices. To tell you the truth, main vessels don't even hear anything. I just speak through them and they have no control over anything of what I am doing. But you see, Mandy recognizes my voice. She knows it's Yeshua HaMashiach who comes in the flesh and blood and died on the cross and rose on the third day. So she has no fear. She recognizes it's me because she has reached the highest frequency level to reach the Father within intimacy, a true relationship with your Papa. And what I mean by this is intimacy is as a friendship, as a father-daughter relationship or son. If you are one of my sons who are trying to reach me, and when you reach the highest frequency level of intimacy, you get to know the real me. I'm pretty funny, so I do a lot of characters. I say a lot of things. You learn to live your lives around me and you live for me. And that is when you're truly one with the Father and you do nothing without the Father. And the Father's always with you and you feel Him 100%, and that is the gift that I have given you. I give gifts to all of my children. Not everyone receives the same gifts. I appoint things to different people as I see fit. See, Not even main vessels receive absolutely everything all the time, but they do have all spiritual gifts. Sometimes I have not activated everything, like a gift to go to heaven in the Spirit through prayer. But they still have access to all the gifts, being a main vessel. Some of the 12, whether you are in the group now or were in the beginning, they all have access to those heavenly gifts. Some of my bride as well. I have given you those gifts. Like McKenna, for instance, even though I have her on a separate mission right now, and she's not currently with the 12, she still has a gift to go to heaven. Cassie also has that gift. Mandy doesn't have that gift, though, through prayer yet, even though she has visited heaven many times with her Adam. But she will, on my perfect timing, receive these gifts as I activate all of her gifts. You see, children, there is a timing for everything, and I do not activate everything right away. There are other ways to go to heaven. It is not always through prayer. It has to do with transferring my energy inside of you and activating the ether. And that is the AETHER, which is the difference of which is God's love. It's not demonic, okay? Okay. Activating the ether, God's love. You see, my two souls were made with my energy through the stardust, which activates through my love, which is ether, and I can literally bring them to heaven anytime I want, without them seeking me through prayer. But you see, I do not let them remember a lot of the visits to heaven, except for a few of them, either in, out of body visions or dreams. That is because I am still training them and testing them. So I haven't activated every single thing that I can do, or given them the memory of it yet. But as they start to transition into their glorious bodies, they will have access to every single gift that I have to offer. So when I say not yet, sometimes it just means I have not activated the gift yet through my people, or sometimes it means they do not remember everything and how they've traveled through the realms. But all of her memories will come back, including her atoms and everyone who is going to change into their glorious bodies. As I bring in all the duplicates and merge them together, you will all have all of your memories returned, and you will know whether or not you have traveled through the realms and have visited heaven. Then you will know that you have been setting up your homes in the New Jerusalem in heaven, and many of you have already been on the spiritual missions. You just do not remember. Okay, so stick around for part 9. He's going to have more to share. So, this is everything he's really releasing through Daniel 12, y'all. So this is nothing that's all demonic, and there's no witchcraft, there's no crazy freaking dancing and whatever y'all want to come up with next. So anyway, I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.